Hold up, y'all just saw The Substance?
What?
Y'all just watched The Substance?
Yeah.
Let me get these guys real quick. All right, we back. We just saw The Substance. Thoughts? What y'all think of it? Go.
I liked it.
Okay, give it like out of 10, you would give it a...
8.5.
Love the first like hour and a half, 2 hours. I just wish they didn't go there. I thought they could have gone somewhere else. I don't know. That's me.
Out of 10.
Shit. The first half was brilliant. I'll give it a 7.
I was gonna give it a 7 too. Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts?
I thought it was a little long. Definitely, I was like, Jesus, when is this gonna end? One of a kind film though. I've never seen anything like that.
It's like a second, third act.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, no. I mean, it was good. Just like a little long and also just like way too much nudity. I just did not need that much nudity, in my opinion.
They balanced it out with all the like creepy nudity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Probably like 7.5. I was pretty hooked when Dennis Quaid just started like eating all those shrimp. I was like, this is gonna be a different type of movie. This is not gonna be a normal movie. All those shrimp. R.I.P. those shrimp. That's it. What do you rate it?
I think I'm gonna end up giving it like probably like I'll give it the 8. I give it the 8.
Hell yeah.
Because the only thing that killed me was the extra third act. Like that was like too much. Like she should have just died when she died. Like that's what they said was gonna happen on the part. Like what?
This is true.
Yeah, definitely spoiler.
What are you recording it for?
We got a podcast, Hind ight. Follow me on Instagram, VRX Connect. VRX Connect on Instagram.
All right.
Hold on, I'm looking you up.
Okay, shit, happened.
VRX
Connect.
Connect?
You already know, boy, that's me, yes. I'll follow you back. I'll send you the episode.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
What's your name, bro?
Django.
Jonathan, nice to meet you,
Nice
bro.
to meet you, man.
So,
I have a friend who's watched the movie 3 times already.
Yeah.
this movie?
I don't know how she does that.
Knowing that it was gonna be like, what, 3, what was that, 2.5 or something? That was intense, yeah. No, that's crazy. I can't imagine that, yeah.
No.
But I mean, I'll probably watch it on streaming again with somebody. Now that I know what it is, yeah, that's well. All right, but have a good one, y'all. Thank you.
It's a rewatch movie.
All right, what you got to say? All right, we back, and we just saw The Substance.
The Substance. A fading celebrity takes a black market drug, a self-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself. This movie was crazy.
Crazy. Understatement. Long.
I heard, yes, 2.5 hours almost. I heard there was some body horror stuff, and there was, and then there was more, and then there was more.
And then there was
and then
more.
There was more after you thought it was gonna end. Yeah, so clearly, like, that head honcho guy is Harvey Weinstein, kind of, and his name was Harvey, I think.
Was it? I didn't even catch his name. I just call him Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, yeah, playing against type, but he did it well. Very like exaggerated, fucking just mannerisms of, classic Hollywood
executive, like, talent
gun.
agent. He was going crazy though, I gotta say. I loved his performance, and I loved the shots too. How they would like push up in on him.
Almost like
Were you there for the?
I came in during the scene with them at dinner, saying how she's like too old, right?
So the scene before that, he is in the bathroom peeing, and she's listening to him talk to somebody on the phone because she entered into the men's bathroom. So
why'd she go in the
because
men's
the women's was under construction or something. So he comes in and he's like talking, and it's like his first time on screen, and he's like all up in your face, like it's like right there, like
with the cross-eye, because it's
like
a
it's like the
wide-angle
chin,
lens.
yeah, it's like his. You could see like halfway up from his chin, and then like up to his forehead, and he's like right in camera, like talking and peeing, and it was just like
the filmmaking is so good because it's just it's in your face, it's invasive. And then when he's eating the shrimp, like all the noises.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, it was very disgusting.
It was disturbing. It was like disturbing, like with the filmmaking, and not just
and
the
we didn't
story.
even get to the body stuff yet. But yeah, and I like the good overall concept to start out with. Like, you know, take this kid and you know, to be younger and vital and get more roles and get ahead in Hollywood, because she's the actor we're following is she's kind of like a washed up, right? She
Washed up
used to
Hollywood. I mean,
have
she's
a
a
show or
star.
something.
She was a star the whole time. Her show was
Yeah.
the workout show, and they needed a new star because she was too old.
Yeah. I mean,
Classic Hollywood.
what's the actress's name?
Demi Moore. You know, bro, that's Demi
Yeah,
Moore.
yeah.
That was the Demi Moore.
And I mean, she's still got it.
Yo,
I
she
don't
still
know,
the for
like-
sure. No, she was bad. She was looking better
I
than
mean,
the young girl. Half the
they-
scenes, I was
right,
like,
right.
yo.
They had to put some age makeup and old makeup on, but I guess that it speaks to just the industry. Like, if you're even a little too old, you're too old. You're over the hill.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Which
you know,
is
God
true,
knows
I
like
guess.
that we've been in that crowd of has-beens. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, I don't know how desperate they were, but I bet all of them that we know would do that. They would take the substance.
Yeah. I feel like this movie did a really good job of giving you the feeling of someone who feels like they want to take the fountain of youth and would like sell their soul basically for even just a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
And that's the understatement, because there was a whole lot of soul selling happening throughout the film.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah,
man,
like
she
good
couldn't stop.
concept, I think. I mean, obviously, like it's like heightened and a little bit ridiculous, but you just have to go with.
You
go
do,
with it.
yeah, for sure.
You don't have to ask questions about why it's like 7 days each. Like, who is this guy that is always answering the phone?
It's irrelevant. Yeah, it's the substance. That's all you need to know. It's the substance and it's DD or whatever those two things were.
Wish that we saw that one guy on the substance that was the.
He was the only other one though.
Yeah,
That's the
like
only
I wish
reason
we
saw him.
maybe saw more people deal with it.
No, I didn't want it. I'm like, I guess that could have been a track, but I was like, let's just get her story done with. It was already taking too long. Because like even when they introduced him, I was like, let's not expand it too much.
It was like all her though. Like she's in almost every scene.
Yeah, that was all great though. I like that about the filmmaking, that it was just her struggle with this stuff. It was just through her lens the whole time.
Yeah.
Except when Dennis Quaid came on, he kind of was like taking over when he would be on scene or on camera. Excuse me.
Yeah, but he didn't really add anything new.
He didn't. No, he was just a character.
Yeah.
He was the character. I loved it. I loved it, his wildness. It was definitely too long though. I unfortunately, like, while I loved that movie, it was too long.
And maybe if there was other people on the substance besides just continuing along her story, maybe it could have been more interesting. Because it was just like a hat on a hat kind of thing. It's like, she abused it, I guess, like a drug, and then.
What was a drug?
Yeah, and I guess it was cool that slowly they started to have more disagreements and
they started to separate, and think that she wasn't her, even though the number one rule was you are one.
You are one. You are the Matrix.
You are the Matrix. Yeah, no, that was my biggest gripe with the film, was how stupid all of her decisions were. Where it's like, hey, they told you from the beginning, you are one. And then the part that got me was like, she was in such a wonderful position on both sides. You know what I mean? She was the rich, old Hollywood star on one side, and she was the new young Hollywood star on the other. There was too many ways for you to just like explode the young one and the older one at the same time, where it's like, that's her protege or something. You know what I mean? Like, there was too many ways as two versions of yourself, both in Hollywood, both with eyes, that you could have taken that and ran with both sides being more and more successful. And she just got too caught up on the young one. And that was the one thing that I'm like, yo, you're an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, it really started with yeah, that one night that she partied and fucking, you know,
And went too
had
hard.
sex.
Yeah, she went too hard.
But I don't know. Yeah, again, you have to suspend your disbelief, because if you are, like, you can, like, you're the younger version or older version for 7 days straight. So there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of conveniences or excuses that you have to make to justify
But it was
being
already
away
good.
from that
But it was
time.
already good. She already did that right away, and it was already okay.
Yeah, like
and
my
she
sick
messed
mom,
it up.
which is
yeah, which is
it's
genius.
fucking genius, because it kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, she's taking care
And
of her
she
mom.
was she was so dumb in the way that she handled it all. Because it was like, yeah, as Demi Moore, she could have been being her agent. She could have been, no, it's presidential. Like, she could have been being her agent. She could have been a manager who was dealing with Dennis Quaid. You know what I mean? Stepping
Yeah,
into
but
a
they're
new
not,
position.
like, they're not conscious at the same time.
But they know of each other. You know what I mean? It's when it's in each other's benefit. Like, I would have totally had younger Jonathan and older Jonathan working together. Even if it's as simple as writing a list and having like a weekly thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, here's what I
Melissa
did.
Bohr, yeah. Like,
Here's what I
check it
did
out the
when I
list,
swapped,
like, work
yeah.
together.
I'm in
But
this
would
world,
you?
you're in
I
that
feel like
world.
you would. I mean, the point is, you would have disagree. You would. The older version would want to be responsible, and the younger version would continue wanting to be the younger version for more.
And that's why.
And take over.
And that's why you would need a symbiotic relationship. So that it's like, oh my gosh, like, I've got to get into other version. You'd be, one, excited to swap back and forth. And then two, it'd be like, okay, my other version has to go do this. I have to get back over there. Because I have, like, you know, meetings and stuff
Yeah,
as the
I
other
guess
version.
it's like
she let
like
her
a
life
Spider-Man
die.
kind of thing,
But she
you
let
know
her
what I
life
mean?
die as her normal self instead of expanding on that. Like, she just was her. She was, like, just obsessed with her. Instead of, like, remembering, like, yes, it's you. It is you. And that was like, and I guess the
Yeah.
split of your body, your physical separation,
Yeah,
can make you feel some
part
type
of
of
the
way.
point. It's part
But
of the
mentally, you got to understand, like,
Part of the
yeah.
point, because, like, she was like, oh, you're just being lazy, eating chicken
For
wings,
sure.
watching TV. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's a valid disagreement.
It was. But she was, you know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't have let herself go like that. It was, to me, the one thing that's spiraled the movie off into disaster was when she just didn't go on that date. She didn't go meet that guy
yeah.
who was going to make her feel beautiful
But-
as her normal
Yeah.
self.
I thought it was genius, though, because she really did want to go on that date.
For sure. But she was already lost in her own head at that point.
And just, yeah, being haunted by
The
how
beauty of
much
her other self.
more
Yeah.
beautiful she, like, you know, yeah.
Was as
She was.
herself. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's crazy though. That is crazy to me. She just let it all fall apart.
I was like, "Are you serious?" Or he said, "I can't believe it."
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, what did he say? I'm not caught off guard. I don't know. Maybe it was speechless.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was sad for him
It
though.
wa-
I
yeah.
felt bad for bro.
It was kind of. It was funny, disturbing. Like, it was like
Yeah,
one
no.
of those, like,
It
trauma-
started going grindhouse after a while.
Yeah, trauma films.
Definitely
So
went
let's
grindhouse.
get a quick. We want a quick ChatGPT reaction to the substance. Just quick, brief.
It's a brutal, dark tale of self-destruction and identity collapse, mixing body horror with a sharp commentary on vanity and fame. Gruesome, chaotic, and hauntingly surreal.
Well said. Thank you. That was a cameo from our.
I didn't know ChatGPT was black.
I mean, it's one of the voices.
Yeah, I mean, it was gruesome, I guess, if I really think about it. But it's like it took away from the horror because it just was kind of funny at the end. It was unneeded, man. The whole ending was kind of unneeded.
Oh my god.
I got what they were
Like,
trying to do
I
past a
thought
certain
even
point.
just
What, the
maybe-
face on the star?
Well, just as her older self, I thought that was like fucking scary enough. Like, sucking like all her
the
juice
life out of her, yeah. And then all of a sudden, she's a little demented, like she's Gollum running through the hallways and stuff, fighting with her younger
self. I thought that
self.
was like the climax of it.
I'm
But
like,
then,
bro, and then it just kept going, and then they split, and
Yeah.
then it's like, come on.
She
should have just,
no,
instead of splitting, she should have died.
Yeah, so she tried to terminate her younger self and didn't, and then the younger self
Tried to
kills,
terminate her.
basically, yeah, like pretty much kills the older self, and then realizes that, yeah,
She needed her to live.
she needed her, and then she does the substance again, like
Yeah, right.
on her younger
On her
self.
younger self to try and make a new self, and she makes one.
It already feels like a huge climax when the older version becomes this deformed, desperate creature like Gollum, clinging to life.
Like Gollum?
That should have been the emotional peak, right?
All right, we're
But then
done.
it just keeps escalating with the split and the chaos. It's like the story goes beyond its natural end, and you're left thinking, just let her die there. The fact that the younger self kills her only to realize she actually needed her. That's where it could have ended with a tragic but fitting conclusion.
Good summary.
Yep, you're canceled now. GPT, you're canceled. Thanks for just reiterating everything that we just
Hey,
said.
I mean, it
It
was.
seems like you're pushing the boundaries of the narrative until it reaches a point of no return.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're canceled. Hey, stop.
Okay.
Stop, GPT.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Getting a little bit talkative now. You see, that's the AI. AI gotta steal the show at its finest.
What else?
That's all I really got. I mean, it was just too long. It was a great movie, though. I really liked the movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. Good. I mean.
Demi Moore,
Really,
great outing.
Yeah, really powerful. Way like you've seen that before, but
Sure,
not in
it
that
felt
way.
like Requiem for a Dream, but more sci-fi. Like lots of drug injections, an old woman watching too much TV, eating, and and people dying. So
Remember that we watched that other body horror movie, like it was maybe like a year or so ago. You remember?
no.
With the like the future thing with the
Oh
organs and shit.
yeah,
The guy
yeah,
was in the
yeah,
chair
yeah,
and-
for
and-
sure.
and-
That purple fluid there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember the name of that. That was solid though. I mean, it wasn't, but it was okay. This one
The
crapped
Fly,
on that.
Isn't that another body horror?
I never saw it. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, filmmaking and effects wise, definitely props to whoever did all that. It should get nominated for practical effects award or
Yeah, rate it.
yeah, a bit kind of self-indulgent, too long, but I did really like it. And yeah, filmmaking, messaging, acting, on point. So 9.
Wow. Gave it the 9. Well, I was going to give it the 8. I feel like I said that. But yeah, and I'm gonna keep it at the 8, but it was just because it was too long, but thematically, yeah, it was so on point. And I feel like the messaging was almost something like anybody could get, and there was so many different layers to it still, even though it was really simple.
Yeah.
It was like, even the simple idea of like appreciating yourself as you are. Like, and then there's just so many layers on top of that, even like dealing with like your younger self. Like I feel internally having that younger self that you have to like kind of battle with.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I've definitely thought about that a lot. and
Who's
I think,
telling you you're getting old? That type
Yeah.
of stuff.
and your appreciation kind of changes. But I mean, I don't know. The more powerful thing is just what the industry does to you, especially at the end when she the last of her remains dies on her
star.
Hollywood star.
That's
and
how the
then-
movie started.
And then it just gets fucking cleaned over.
Yeah,
and
no, that was
on
very
to the next
poetic.
one. Yeah.
Because it started with her getting her star, and they showed the process
Oh,
of how they
shit.
make the star,
Damn.
and then it was like her having
How
her
much
red.
time did I fucking miss? Like,
You missed a little
20
chunk.
minutes?
Nah, it was probably like 10, 5, 10. But it was a cool way to end it because they started it like that same way.
Yeah, a lot of like match cuts, like the eggs to the tits and the fucking like.
Oh, the eggs! I forgot about the eggs. That was
a lot of like great cuts. You know what I mean?
That was
like,
symbolism throughout the movie, though. They started it with an egg, and then the egg like had a little the same way her eyeball was doing that split. The egg split, yeah.
Damn.
And so throughout the movie, you saw like the frying eggs, and you saw her go crazy and then start mixing the eggs.
Yeah.
It was like her
and
progression
she, like,
into them.
Chicken, maybe that's something too. I don't know. Where did the cooking stuff come from? Or was that just random?
That was just her becoming a fat ass and trying to find validation in her life as a scary looking old woman who can't go outside anymore.
Yep.
And it was
I've
like
heard
showing she was like depressed ultimately. Like she was eating because she just didn't think she was good. She was literally waiting 7 days just so she could swap back. Her life was a wait to go into that other version. Yeah, that was crazy.
But she still, yeah. She like considered stopping it, and that just kept going.
Yeah,
I
well,
guess
for
it's
sure.
addictive, obviously.
Well, no, it's because she had that identity now.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to go and do the shows. She wanted to do all the stuff. And so she was like, yo, what did she say? Like, you're the better part of me.
Yeah. But then she does it though. She wants to terminate.
Yeah, she does want to turn him on. Ultimately, she does.
And she's like, it's not worth it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those decisions were made pretty quickly. I
mean, yeah, I would too if I woke up and both my legs was busted and my hair was all gray.
Yeah, I'm saying like she got so many warnings.
Oh, she should have stopped after the finger. That was actually the warning. Like that was like okay, it could get worse.
And the warning
go on the day.
with the guy.
Oh yeah, just maintain the balance. No, they just didn't do it well.
It seems like it's a very like exclusive. It's not. It's like
only 2 people were using it. Yeah.
Also, yeah, like what is the fucking business model of this? Like,
you get hooked. It's drugs.
No.
It's literally drugs.
Like, how are they like making money? Like she didn't.
She was buying it. She was buying it. Yeah, that's how she was. They were. Remember, she said at the beginning, "I'd like to order. I'd like to place an order." So yeah, they're not just giving you like body duplicating
the
serum
dude
for
just
free,
said,
bro.
I think you'd be a good candidate.
Right.
But I don't know. You just kind of fast forwarded to, yeah, can I order it? And then.
Well, didn't she watched the video. She called the number.
Take out a card or a fucking or pay or anything.
Well, I'm sure they just cut past that part.
Yeah, I guess it's
that's all I got too.
It's a private experience.
Oh,
it's like you pick up a kit, and so like why you see all these rows of
and I
cupboards.
wouldn't have done it when there was only 2 numbers. That was when I would not have done it because that meant that I'm the trial.
Yeah, but it's like 503. Does that mean there are like 500
no
ones before? Or,
I don't think so. I mean, it could have meant that, but there was only 2 open lockers, and to me, that's not good enough. I would have been like, yeah, I'm out.
I mean, a clean video, so they got some type of credibility. Like I like the clay, where they just fucking.
Oh yeah, that was nice. High production value there.
And again, it's like this guy is just waiting on the phone. He always answers.
I mean, I'm sure that it's all very high-paying clients. Like, if my job was just to sit on the phone all day, I think I'd be okay with that.
There's no instructions. I mean,
there was plenty of instructions.
No. I mean, like you had the labels, and she did figure it out, but there was no like manual. There was no.
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like there was something in there because I think there was something in there.
There was a lot of things that you needed to do.
Yeah, there was.
Feature.
But it was worth it.
Stitch your old.
Yeah, that part was goofy. I would have had a surgeon in there to actually make it clean and just been like, yo, bro, I'm doing something crazy right now. Yo, doctor.
Maybe it's a metaphor for.
Dr.
Plastic
Kevorkian.
surgery.
I'm about to do something real crazy. Can you just sew me back up afterwards? Yeah, that was the only thing.
That's kind of like plastic surgery because once you do it, you really can't
go back.
Can't go back, and if you're just kind of making yourself worse.
I don't know.
I mean, that young medic guy, he looked like he was just very plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, he did for sure. She made a good choice not talking to him. He was too weird. But she should have definitely went out with the guy who was like,
childhood.
yeah, 10th grade. Mr. 10th grade would have changed her whole life, I think. There's a lesson in there for all the ladies too. You know what I mean? Just go on a date. Just go on the date.
I mean, it might have went poorly. So.
Nah, I think it wouldn't have, because he would have been complimenting her, and that's literally all she needed the whole time, was someone to make her feel like she was beautiful. And I guess, fellas, there's a lesson in there for you too.
Yeah, she is beautiful. Fucking Demi Moore.
Yeah, no, I would have been going off the retarded finger. Excuse my French.
That was fun.
But yeah. Great movie. All right, we out.